Hi, Rachel Allan here, your strategic marketing partner. This is the third video in our series on Freshen Up Your Marketing, which you are receiving because you have registered to attend a modern marketing workshop, which I will be hosting, and I can't wait to see you in the room. Today's tips are around 7 points for an effective website. The first point is that your website should always be hosted on safe local servers, and it should be backed up as well. So safe, I mean that there's not a lot of porn sites or really cheap sites that are easy to hack into, and therefore your website is also liable to get hacking. Local service means that they're in the country of your origin, which makes it faster to load up. And backed up, that is that your host or you are doing backups of your website regularly. So if something happens, you've got a version to fall back on so you don't completely lose it. The second point is to use secure content management systems. Now, way back when websites began, they were all created using code, which means it was a very specialized task. Now we have things like content management systems, which is like an editor's interface, basically. It means that any of us can go in and actually update a website. So a content management system is things like WordPress, like Drupal, like Joomla, and those three are all open source, which means that all over the world, there's people who are updating the actual system or creating plugins and modules and designs to make them even better. Then you've got the likes of Weebly and Wix, which you've probably also heard about. They're not open source, so you don't have all those people working on them. You just have the company working on them. And then there's plenty of other companies around that have their own proprietary systems as well. I suggest you stick with open source. The third point is that your website needs to be functional, and that it needs to do what you need it to do, and all the functionality of it works, whether it's shopping carts, whether it's ticketing, whatever you need it to do. The fourth point is that it's easy to navigate. There's nothing worse than going on a website and getting lost and you can't find the information that you're looking for. So make sure that it is easy to navigate. Most people will do 2 or 3 clicks on a website. If they can't find what they're looking for, they leave. The fifth point is that it needs to have an appealing design. It needs to look good. We all know what a bad website looks like, and we want something that appeals to us when we go onto it. With so many templates and designers who work on websites, it's not hard to actually make this work for you. The sixth point is that it needs to be up to date and it needs to be relevant. It's nothing worse than finally finding a website and a business that you think will solve your pain only to find out they haven't updated their website since 2005. So make sure your website is up to date and relevant. It still tells the story of your business. And the final point, number 7, is that it needs to be optimized. This is where you may need to get a little bit of extra training, but optimized basically means that it can be found out there in the whole big wide world web. So they're my 7 points for an effective website. We're going to talk much more at the workshop about websites, about the future of digital. Can't wait to have you in the room there. And until tomorrow when you receive the next Freshen Up Your Marketing tip, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.